and calves. And then Saturday is a nice hike in the wild, in nature. So that is what I do for exercise. As far as how to get ahead in life at the workplace, you have to be less agreeable. So agreeableness will put you behind in the workforce. This actually is something I just learned. And you have to be assertive. You have to be a little bit aggressive. You have to go above and beyond. You have to be willing to work harder than everyone else. You have to be able to stay willing to work harder than everyone else. And that will get you ahead, I think. Actually, I know. So check it out. I set up a Patreon account. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Frugal Sun. It's kind of me in a nutshell. Oh yeah, I've heard of calisthenics. I've not really done. Yes, Rotix we can all hear you. I think Phantom's disgusting. Calisthenics. Let's check out what calisthenics are. Looks like I need to start doing calisthenics. Jesus. Oh, here's one that says 7 reasons calisthenics is not for you. It does look hard, but it looks like it's amazing for you. Yeah, I would like to get started. I'm fine with taking years to master. Does not seem easy. Definitely does not seem easy. Well, thank you for bringing 12 viewers into my channel. I've lost half of them already, but that's okay. My razzle dazzle time. I'm awesome. You don't have me. I don't have to tell you. You just have to. You just know it. I've started a couple companies. I have my own website. I don't have a job because I've saved up enough money to where I don't need to have a job. Um, those were the trolls, man. That's right. Those were the ones that were just there for the pretty girl. Um, I have fought and won depression a couple times. Those asses. I have lots of acquaintances. I can eat a lot of food and not gain a lot of weight. Yeah, you pretty girl. You a pretty girl. I think your man would agree. Which one's your man's? He's in here, right? The hubby? What, the roadmap for calisthenics or the roadmap for success? Y'all scroll down and check out my website. Yeah, I've overcome a lot of obstacles in the past, and I will continue to overcome obstacles in the future. And one of my most recent obstacles was bipolar disorder, which I was diagnosed with, and I made a decision pretty much as soon as it happened that I wasn't gonna let it define me, um, and that I will overcome it, and I will still continue to move forward with everything in life. So, so yeah. Absolutely. So what other questions can I help answer as far as, you know, diet, exercise, finances, things like that. Super happy you guys are all here. Thank y'all for joining me on this fine Saturday night. So my question for you would be, does calisthenics help you lose weight, or does it just help you get ripped? Or is it kind of like body sculpting in a lot of ways? 'Cause I am interested in starting. Let's check out some calisthenic workouts. Calisthenics workouts for intermediate. Yeah, absolutely. So, Weatherman, that's a great question because thank you, official Queen Kate. I think everyone thought you were pretty awesome in Princess in Luna's channel. So, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. It's a big day for me. So the guy who plays Wolverine, what's his name? Hugh Jackman. He does keto and exercises heavy and like smashes keto. So you can absolutely do keto and work out at the same time. You just gotta be careful because everyone has a different body type. So just do lots of research. Carbs are a good thing. You just have good carbs and bad carbs. Like you cannot be scared to binge eat a bunch of carrots because they have 4 grams of sugars in it. All right, that's the thing. Let's see. It says 3 ounces. Okay, so 13 carrots has 8 grams of carbohydrates in it, and 5 grams of that is sugars. But you know what? It's good sugar. So fuck it. Eat as much carrots as you want. All right. But here's the other kicker. If you're doing something like keto, just because almonds are okay for the keto diet doesn't mean you can sit here and just eat handful after handful of almonds until you feel full almonds have a lot more calories in them, and they have a lot of fat in them. And there's research that you can actually look this up. Yeah, exactly. Don't dip them in ranch. You can actually look up this research. Like, I promise you, I am not wrong. So hear me out here. Make sure I get it in my mind because I've known this for years. I've known this since I was like 23 years old. Basically, let me write it down real quick. You got you got your carbohydrates, you got your fats, and you got your proteins. It takes 1 to 1, 4 to 1, and 1 to 1/4 is the basic breakdown of math. I am old. I'm an old man, Luna. Very old man. So a protein. Oh shit, we sparked him. Sparked me? What do you mean sparked me? Um, Proteins take 4 joules of energy to convert into 1 gram of fat, right? So protein is a very heavy, like very like dense form of energy for your body to work on, and it takes a lot of energy for your body to digest protein. Fat can be converted into fat at a 1 to 1 ratio. So when you're in ketosis, you're burning fat and your body's used to burning fat, and that's okay, and that's like kind of where you want to be, but you don't want to overeat fat because once you go above your caloric intake for the day, all that extra fat is going to get stored. So you can't just binge eat things that are full of fat and expect your body to burn fat. And then on the other side of things is as far as carbohydrates go, they are a 1/4 joule. So it only takes a fourth of the amount of energy to convert a carbohydrate or a glucose into a fat cell and store it as fat. So that's where a lot of people get really messed up. But the thing is your body will use but since it's easier for your body to convert those carbohydrates into energy, those do get used first. That's why high fat, high carb, whatever diets make for fat people. Um, and that doesn't and that's also on the flip side, like what a lot of people don't realize about, like, oh well, I mean, if I'm just like working out, I'll just eat a lot of protein and chicken and eggs. Well, you can overeat protein and it still gets stored as fat. I mean, your body has been adapting for generations and generations and generations to be this way. So I hope that helps answer some questions. Add a stream marker here so you can go back. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope that was very informative. I hope you enjoyed my little rant. What other questions do you have? It's a good question, and I used to know the answer to this off the top of my head. It's basically dependent upon how much you're working out and what your goals are and how heavy you're lifting. So not very much if you're not lifting weights, but generally about, I think it's like 1/3 per pound of body mass. I would not disagree with that. I would say that genetics has a lot to do with it, though, because if you're tapping into your genetic code, which is as a hunter gatherer, you know, you're putting the right amount of stress, you're getting the right amount of like ghrelin and cortisol, and you're doing all that, then you're good to go. If you just want to be one, see, that's the thing. You weight, it shouldn't be a number. Weight should be a physique. So for instance, let's take a look at this. Shouldn't be like right here, this one's like the perfect one. Yeah, a body type. I was doing good here. I was working out really hard. I was eating lots of food. I was really healthy. Like I was hitting the gym really, really hard. Over here, after I had injured my shoulder, was just pure diet alone and lots of walking and lots of exercise. As you can see, from here to here, I lost a lot of muscle mass. And it bugs me because I worked really hard to get here. And that'll catch up to you in the form of your immune system. I mean, in the form of your, um, yeah, muscle will definitely melt right off of you if you're not careful about your diet and your exercise. If your body's not using the muscle, it'll cannibalize it, and that's what I dealt with when I injured myself. Is I'm still unable to do certain workouts that I used to do. The good thing is muscle has muscle memory, so I've had an eating disorder before too. If you want to ever talk about that, I'm a great resource. You have to be consistent with it. And things like injuries and eating disorders and depression, they can all affect like your working out routines and the things that make you happy and your ability to talk to yourself mentally. Um, so you have to like set these goals and see through these goals and make them happen. That's what makes it so tough is because like for me personally, when I got to that point and I had lost all of that weight, I thought I looked great, but I really didn't. I was too skinny. And now it's like now I regret losing all that muscle mass. So, that was one of the big reasons for my depression is because I had worked so hard and it felt like I had lost everything. But the knowledge that I like now looking back on it is so silly because the knowledge that I've gained from it only strengthens my resolve to continue to work hard in the gym. It only strengthened my resolve to overcome my injury and get my shoulder better so that I could get back to being happy and healthy. And gosh, like life is tough, y'all, but always fight through it. Always fight, never give up, never surrender. So, how much protein should she be eating? That's insane. Where were your parents at? What the hell were they doing? This says it is scientifically proven as the best workout program.
Hello everyone, my name is Tarek Bosch and I'm
They don't even spell calisthenics right here. Damn. What do you what are your parents up to nowadays? This dude already had abs before. He like all he did was fucking crunches and leg lifts. No, don't. You're fine. Talk about it. It's good to talk about it. It is good to talk about it. Like everyone should be able to talk about all that stuff. Oh my god. No. No. Go away. That's 3 pop-ups. It's 3 pop-ups, y'all. I can do handstand push-ups. Can't I'm not allowed to do dips because of my shoulders. Here you go. A pistol squat. What is a pistol squat? Huh. Dips are fundamental, but I can't do them because of how I hurt my shoulder. Okay. I mean, I guess I can imagine that in my head. I do bridge a lot already. I've never done a back plank. I probably shouldn't do a back plank because of my shoulder. Huh. The advanced. The one arm pull up. I can do a lot of pull ups though. Okay. Um Jesus Jesus Christ, there's so many. Pop ups. So many. Oh my lord. I thought it was awesome. It's just cool, just hanging out. Your chat got a little crazy. I can't wait till my chat gets a little crazy. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. We surpassed a huge goal today. Whoop whoop. Most followers gained in a day ever. Ever. Most followers gained in a day. Let's see, today I gained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 new followers. That is the most. That is that is so crazy. Phantom, what's your IG, bro? Here's some new information. New study shows a low carb diet improves body weight, lipids, and blood pressure. Here's a table from the study showing the sugar equivalent of foods. Serving of basmati rice equals 10 times teaspoons of sugar. Apple banana. Apple banana. Yeah, y'all should follow me on IG. Check it out. David underscore Hill 76. Check this out. There's just way too much carbs and sugar and everything. And like some people can totally digest carbs, some people can totally handle that. Like that's okay. Here's an interesting read. We'll read it together. It says learn like an athlete. LeBron James didn't always have thick calves, a raging six-pack, and arms like the Incredible Hulk. Ask LeBron about his off-season training regimen and he'll share a detailed rundown of his workout plan and on-the-court practice routine. When he entered the NBA, LeBron wasn't a strong shooter. I bet the house that early in his career, LeBron built his off-season training program around his weak jump shot and disappointing 40%. Okay, what is all this? Athletes train, musicians train, performers train, but knowledge workers don't. Knowledge workers should train like LeBron and implement strict learning plans to be sure intellectual life is different from basketball. Oh, to be sure, intellectual life is different from basketball. Success is harder to measure, and the metrics for improvement aren't quite as clear. Even then, there's a lot to learn from the way top athletes train. They are clear in their objectives and deliberate in their pursuit of improvement. Knowledge workers should imitate them. What do you mean exactly? Why the government doesn't regulate the bad foods? Well, probably because capitalism. Duh. And like good foods aren't expensive. Like just don't spend $5 on a bag of almonds and binge eat it in 2 nights. Pace it out. Okay, so when it comes to obesity in this country, in the food, in the supermarkets right now, is a lot, does have a lot to do with consumerism. It is always our choice, Phantom, but also we don't have enough options. I can I can seriously remember a lot different choices in the supermarket from the early 90s versus what's there now. Like the options available and the low fat craze and the way that information was spread was a lot different back then. And so what we have now is we have more information now because of this. Because look, I mean, I'm a guy on the internet in Nashville, Tennessee, talking to five people. One who I know is like in New York, and the rest of you, thank you. The rest of you who wherever you are, but we're having a conversation about food and exercise that couldn't have happened otherwise. Definitely couldn't have happened 10 years ago. Well, maybe 10, 15, whatever. I don't know. How long is it? 1996 the internet's been around? I don't know. I didn't have it in my house until I didn't have internet until like fourth grade. So, South Carolina, you're not far from me. We could meet up. Hashtag. Um, it's just that there is a lot of information now, and people can either choose to, ignorance is bliss, or they can choose to like do with it what they will and use it to their advantage. So either seize the day, motherfucker, or perish into the night. What do you think about tap water? I drink tap water. I'm doing an experiment though, where I'm drinking this like filtered water only. Yeah, Moon, that's so right. Like when I travel a lot, I try not to drink the tap water because your body is only used to the tap water from where you're at. But I'm doing this experiment where I'm only drinking filtered water. And guys, I swear to you, in like the first like 3 days alone, I was like so much less depressed. Well, there's a reason it's called the Food and Drug Administration. Like, for real. I mean, I got my notepad right in front of me. What do you want to talk about? Let's go. Yeah, if I could afford to drink alkalized water, I would. That's why you guys should tip the entertainer. Tip the entertainer, baby. I wish I could get Brutus in here. Brutus is the best. You guys need to meet Brutus one day. Meet the old Broody Doo. Ooh. Hashtag no tips. Hashtag poor as fuck. I don't drink soda or sugary beverages. I try to stay away from them as much as possible. Um, I agree that it is expensive here in the United States because of capitalism. Because there's a premium on the information that it is healthy. Whereas in other countries that are a little bit more leaning to the socialism scale don't have this level of capitalism out there. So they tend to be more fair in the market. You'll never miss that which you have never seen before. You can never miss that which you have never seen before. Deep inside, you know there must be more. Really, you can't if you don't know it exists. Like, what do we know about beings that live in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension? Like, at this moment, there are literally beings watching us from the fifth dimension, laughing at us, seeing what we're up to. I have multiple journals. I have a small journal that I keep that's like pocket size, like like this compared to like the size of like my wallet, and then we'll keep the wallet for comparison. Then I have a moleskin journal. Whoops, that's my bookmark. Let me take the. I end up having pins and everything. I have so many pins. And I have this moleskin journal, which is like my at-home journal. And then I have a dream journal, which is on the bed right here, which I wrote in earlier today. I had a really great dream last night. I swear to God, one of these days something's gonna come to me in a dream and it's just gonna show me the way. I feel like my dreams have already like shown me the way in a lot of ways. I just haven't been paying attention. So I'm really trying to pay attention to my dreams more lately. There were no nipples. This is a Dude, I eat so much in my dreams. When I'm like hardcore dieting, I eat so much like raunchy food in my dreams. Oh my God, and it's so good. Yeah, I feel pain, I feel emotion, I feel fear. Yeah, I mean, my dreams are like super vivid, like more vibrant than real life sometimes. In fact, like in some of my like deepest depressive like states when like for like 3 days in a row I would do nothing. The only thing that was like the best part of my day was the dreams that I would have. It was amazing. I hope to be. I am unfortunately gifted with the curse of intelligence. I just don't know what to do with it. I'm honest as shit. I've already cussed so many times. I am brutally honest. I'm honest to a fault. It is my one of my biggest downfalls. Honest as a motherfucker. It's getting close to my bedtime. But I'm so excited. This is like the most viewers I've ever had in my stream. I wish Brutus was here. It's so sad. Maybe one of these days I'll open up the old journal for you. There's some really good stuff in here. Like some really good stuff. Use it or lose it. Relax, refuel, unwind, be happy. Stick to the plan, clean up more, stay positive, keep moving, keep acting. T is life. Your memory is fine. Read more books. It's easier on your eyes. Read more, write more, and math more. Create the positive energy. From April 2nd, 2012 or 13, it's more fun to be the source of energy. Stay in the sun. Reflect. Enjoy the ride, it will never stop. Don't just enjoy it while it lasts, make it last. Be the change you want to see in the world. Eat more healthy food, but don't be on a quest to eat the healthiest food. Life is a marshmallow test, but never hold out too long. Wise, wise people said I was wise from a young age. I don't know. Can't read my own writing. Find emotion again. People will always find something to complain about. Forget about it. Just do your best. What really dictates the way the brain works? Oh, we're back to where we started. Yeah, 525.13. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Remember this dismal misery. Much rather be a nerd than an asshole. Your brain becomes what it is most often exposed to. That is powerful. Enough out of the journal for now. That's powerful. Your brain becomes what it is most often exposed to. You were kind of mean in your stream, I'm not gonna lie. You're kind of mean. Not to me. Not to me, of course. Nobody can be mean to me. It's just impossible. People try, but it doesn't work. People try, but it doesn't work. That's true. You do have it. There's, I mean, with women, like people, dudes are dicks to women online. It's so true. Not well, no, not all dudes, but like some dudes can really be like. I'd say, I mean, definitely not all. Like, not me, right? Like, I'm over that. I play with so many girls on PlayStation 4. I wish I had that. I wish bitches would be like asking to see my junk for money. And that sucks. It does, man. It blows. There's just too many bad people in this world. Too many bad humans. That's what I don't get. Like, just like, why can't people just be better humans? Like, just be a good human being. It is not hard to be a good person. It is capitalism. If you have a product, you should sell it. Go look it up right now. Go see what the competition is. Find out how many girls are doing that online. This is a free market. If it's not illegal, you can do it. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Yeah, and that's why it's important to people like you and me, Weatherman. That's why it's important for people like you and me to remain positive and stay positive role models and not succumb to the evilness of the world. Always fight the good fight, brother. Always fight the good fight. Never give up, never surrender, never back down. Dude, that is so true. I've never been able to get into a relationship because I just am not mean to girls. Like, period. I'm just not mean to them. I know I've had a lot of good relationships, but I feel like I probably would have had a lot more relationships had I been like one of those shitty guys. I'm not a monkey see, monkey do kind of person. Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, that's what makes you feel good about your life. Just stay positive, open the door for someone, smile at a random person. I agree, Phantom. But also, you want to be careful not to fall into the nice guy syndrome. Because, like, too much of that will lead you down a bad path. It's all about like meeting in the middle. Don't be too nice. Don't be a fucking dick, but maybe be a dick some of the time. Well, nerds are sweet and they actually listen. Because they have to, because they wear headphones that they play with their friends online with, and they have to listen to their friends online. Of course, I got a point. This is my stream. I'm the right one here. I'm teasing, of course. I'm glad we were able to have a good conversation about exercise and diet and how to get ahead in the workplace. Well, it goes for anyone, man or woman, or intersex. Doesn't matter. It's all about what's inside. It's all about their character that counts. You can cuss me out at any point. I don't care. It won't affect my feelings. I am 6'4" and like 210 pounds. I am literally like twice your size. It's hilarious. That's so crazy. You are T90. Teeny tiny. No, I don't want to be cut, but you're messing with a guy from down south. We carry guns around here. We carry guns around here. That's right. You from the dirty South then, girl. That's why you ain't gaining weight, cause you ain't in your homeland. I didn't know that was a thing, Weatherman. That's capitalism, bro. That is capitalism. Well, it would make me mad too. Let's see, one, two. So there's 3 people in the chat talking, but there's 6 viewers. I want y'all to shout out like my 6 viewers, like the people. I got 3 people talking, and I got 3 lurkers. Y'all say what's up. What's on your mind? Well, I mean, it bugs me too that I'm aware that, like, let me say this, like, I'm aware that it's happening. Like, I know that I see it happen all the time. I'm aware that it's happening, and it's a viable strategy for a lot of women to gain wealth, right? Like, I'm not discounting that you're like I'm not like there's a gray area here is what I'm getting at. So like that's how it goes, right? Like fulfilled relationships, you enabled them walking all over you, but you own it. So now on the next ones, because it hopefully like that doesn't stop you from having relationships, period. Like I've kind of entered a point in my life where I have almost forced myself to stop having I've I went from being very seriously monogamous to very polyamorous in a very bad way. I'm very lucky that nothing bad happened, but I let myself get out of control very quickly. And I am at the point now where I'm just being very, very Brutus is barking. Being very, very careful about who I let into my life, and it's almost gotten to the point I've gone in the complete opposite direction where I don't even want to date anybody right now. So I'm gonna go let Brutus out. Maybe he'll come in here. What? What are you barking at? Is that what you were barking about? Barky boy. The old barky boy, my brother's home. Don't piss yourself off. Alright, now we're getting to the real stuff. The way the world is heading these days. What exactly do you mean by with the way the world is heading these days and being quite scary? All right, so we've got beauty pageant girls and how they think they are taught shit because they got a crown. Like, no, Karen, some things are more important than being Miss Sweet Potato. And then in response to what's going on in the world, Weatherman says women aren't exactly having as many kids because it's either too damned expensive or they want to have their own life without distractions, right? They want to focus on their career, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Quite interesting if you ask me, because back in the time that was never mentioned. What exactly was never mentioned? I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that women are choosing to focus more on their careers. I think what we need is a way to compensate women earlier on in their lives so that they are able to comfortably transition out of their careers earlier. I think that we need to see more women in the STEM area. I think that women are particularly good workers when they want to be. I don't know if it was ever frowned upon necessarily. I mean, you look at like the Rosie the Riveter days and like when women had to like take up work in the factories and like be the backbone of America when the men were off at war. I mean, women have always been a huge part of the workforce. It's just they're also very caring and very nurturing, and their economic output can't be measured by traditional variables. It has to be it's measured in such a way that allows a man to be more productive or something like that. What do you mean? Okay, so you say, in other words, a women's role has drastically changed than what it was 50 years ago. Don't get me wrong, times change and you need to adapt to that, but I see much fear going ahead for women. What do you mean by fear going ahead for women? What are those and where did those little emojis come from? Parash Patel. Damn, bro, you ripped. Look at that. Keep a big back, because I think they like that. Okay, so women have more power and options than they used to, but an article that I read, which was interesting, was interviewing women on why they are later and later having kids, and more were because of what we said careers, but some said with the way the world is, they don't want to bring up kids in the environment as hostile as it is these days. Very true. I can see that. There are no rules in my chat. There are zero rules here. Um, yeah, and I think it's just people are gaining more intelligence as time goes on. You're seeing lower and lower instances of teen pregnancy. There's no need for it anymore like there was back in the day when we were on farms and we needed to push out kids and you didn't even know if you were gonna have like my grandmother had several miscarriages. That was just kind of the reality, like not even that long ago. um, and now in today's day and age, the healthcare and technology has gotten so good that women now have the choice that they can have kids later in life and they can focus on their career. Look who it is. Get up there, buddy. Go lay down. We got a very special guest in the house. Yeah, I mean, miscarriage is definitely still a thing. Brutus in the house. We went on a long hike today. Yes, we did, didn't we? Didn't we, buddy? Where's your peekaboo? Give me a speak. Give me pound it. Pound it. Brutus is so close. Okay, you're just tired. He hates me because I took him on a hike today. I I'm worried for our future too, in a lot of ways. I want to be a thought leader. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this stream. That's why I'm going to upload this to YouTube. That's why I added the stream marker. Now the stream is about Brutus. Look at him. He's so happy. He's the best thing in my life. He's pooped, man. He is so pooped. He's a pooped pupper. A pooped pupper. Hashtag a pooped pupper. I wonder, like, what women perceive about this like what they perceive about this environment that's hostile. Dogs highly improve the quality of your life. Highly recommended to get a doggo, especially a doggo like Brutus. He's so fat, he just starts panting because he's got to climb up the stairs. That's how out of shape he is. Well, I'm not gonna say how I feel about cat people. I once quit a job because my boss was a cat person. That's all I'll say. And that is all I will say. Yeah, dogs always know, man. Brutus will come up in bed and cuddle with me and like make me feel better. You guys should go check out my Patreon account. If you're watching this on YouTube, please think about subscribing to me on Patreon and helping me out. That would be phenomenal. Or you can tip the entertainer below. They are great dogs. My aunt has a husky, Lizzie. She's amazing. She's so sweet. I love her to death. Love, love, love that dog. Get in a boxer mix. Let's check it out. Brutus is definitely kind of my alarm clock. The whiskey games, just that's just when I play video games and drink for entertainment for the masses. He crawls up and snuggles with me. He doesn't beep or bark. This is my blog. There's different versions of the way that you can spell whiskey depending on the region that the whiskey originates from. Um, so let me tell you a little bit more about that. The the Scottish prefer the spelling that I have listed here on the stream. So that's like gonna be, I think, like, let's see. Yeah, your Johnny Walker is gonna be like this spelling, but then things like, well, the Irish use the one like I have over above my Instagram tag. And then you got things like this is kind of how I feel about it. Hold on. This is how I feel about it. Let's see. I gotta close it, reopen again. Do you see a difference? Because I don't. Good night. Good night, Luna. I know it's late up there in New York. It's 11 o'clock. I'm not far behind. I'm getting pretty sleepy. But I don't see a difference in those drinks, do you? Yeah, that's just lighting. It was nice chatting with you too, man. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for the follow and all of that. Pound. Oh, Ashen one. Uh, 6 viewers. What do I talk about now? That's crazy. A couple of y'all left and now I got more. Say anything, anything. What can I help out with? I am here for you. Processing question, thinking. Danger, danger, Will Robert. I can't do that. What are you doing, Dave? What are you doing, Dave? Mm. I won't be able to talk if I eat these walnuts, but man, am I craving some walnuts. They're so good for you. Let's look up the benefits to walnuts. They got benefits of whiskey. I don't know, man. I've met a lot of different kind of kids. It just depends. I think there's good kids and bad kids. And I think socioeconomically, it's going to be different depending on where you live and how you were raised. Here are 13 science-based health benefits of walnuts. They are rich in antioxidants, super plant source of omega-3s, may decrease inflammation, promotes a healthy gut, may reduce risk of some cancers, supports weight control, may help lower blood pressure. They are excellent source of the following vitamins and minerals: copper, folic acid, phosphorus, vitamin B6, manganese, and vitamin E. And compared to other nuts, walnuts contain high levels of a special form of vitamin E called gamma-tocopherol. Fascinating. Can eating too many walnuts be harmful? Hey Zen, welcome back. Dude, I don't know, man. Kids, what do you what are these complex issues that kids are having? Brazil nuts are fantastic for you. But yeah, tell me more about like what do you think are the complex issues that kids have? The fact that they have so much media, the fact that they're brought up on these. Yeah, I guess it makes my head spin too. You're right. I don't get it either. Okay, that's the last one. But you're so right, dude. Well, Sally wasn't a slut back in the day because like word got around. Nowadays, you can get away with it. There was definitely slut shaming back in the day, though. I think it was just like a different form. Dude, I bought these freaking almonds today, and I'm doing nothing but craving like all this healthy food. Nothing but craving all this healthy food. Yeah, dude, they need to get outside and smell the roses a little bit more. You know, otherwise they're gonna like miss their childhood. That would be a shame. I'm just gonna wake up one day and they're gonna be adults. Dude, we're here to help you get a grip, man. That's why I'm here. Because you matter. You matter. Well, it's just the ability for us to communicate is a lot different than it was back then. There's a lot of bright side to life, man. Like like your family, the fact that you're breathing, the ability to do a job. You have the ability to get on here and type. Yeah, man, I'm here for you. But like you can't move in with me. I can't be your sponsor. I know you were in here earlier asking about that. No, man, we're born to do great things and make lots of money and have lots of friends and do lots of amazing things and then die. Yeah, man, life is what you make of it. Like when I'm in a like really depressive state, my life is my life is like completely meaningless. And it's like I got nothing to wake up for, got nothing, but that's what I make of it. That's a victory for my head to win that way. But right now I'm at a point where like I want to find meaning and I want to find things to do, so you're winning already. Like the fact that you want to find meaning and you're looking for the bright side means that you've found meaning in life. The meaning is to keep searching for that meaning.